Now, welcome back to the show. My guest today is a Lagos-based fashion stylist and entrepreneur, renowned for her work in styling, image consultancy, and creative direction. The founder and CEO of FABSTYLE101, Athena Shitta. I really like your name. It's very, very catchy.
Wiki.
Yeah, so talk to me. How are you doing, Athena?
I'm good.
So I would say most recently, one of the works that you did most profound, I would say, would be Yemi Alade's dress for the Grammys.
Yes.
Now, when I saw her at the Grammys, I remember just saying to her, thank you. I was like, first of all, I just have to say to this, thank you. Because, you're just representing. Thank you for representing. Thank you for bringing home to this carpet. So talk to me about creating this work of art, if you ask me.
Okay, so first and foremost, I would say thank you to Yemi for allowing me to create with her always, because I have to thank her because she actually just wanted, she said, what do we do this year? We were kind of talking about what we wanted to put out there, and she was like, I do want to look African. I just want to represent Africa. And she was like, okay, what do we do? What tribe do we represent? And I'm like, Yoruba is very strong.
Yeah.
But I feel the Edo culture is just, the Benin culture alone is just too strong for us to just
ignore.
So we're like, let's do the Edo look because it's strong. It has the whole idea of what Africa should look like in the fabrics and the color, which was red. And then I was like,
oh, she was a walking red carpet.
Yes, exactly. That was the idea. That was the idea. And then we thought maybe for the accessories and then everything, let's just give them everything from the hairstyle to the fits. And then we thought about once we created the look and we agreed in putting all the elements together, then we kind of just called the designer up. The look was put together by the Jack Cameroon, the Cameroonian designer.
Oh, Dayak?
Yeah, Dayak, yeah.
Adele?
No, the Jack.
Okay, just the Jack. Okay.
Fashion.
Okay.
So he put the look together with our own vision, and it came out perfect. It was just, when we did the first fitting, it was like, this dress is heavy.
Yes.
When they talk about this dress is heavy, I'm like, yeah, you pull it off.
So how long have you been doing this? How long have you been fashion styling and all of that?
I think this is 7 years now.
Wow.
7 years. So I just transitioned into being a proper designer. That's my whole life. But being a stylist, I've been there. I've done the music videos. I've done the singing.
What's that experience like? Like, what is that like for you?
For the music videos?
No, like just being a stylist, working on several things.
Transcending, trying to interpret everybody's idea of what they want to look like. It's fun.
Okay, so when you style, what are some of the values that you put into every single thing? I know, like with the world of styling right now, there's so many different things that stylists are looking out for. Some stylists are saying, listen, I only style with pieces that are purely from sustainable fashion designers. Some would say I only go for African-led brands. I only go for women-led brands. So do you have some of those that you really push forward with your styling?
Africa.
I
don't do Gucci's and Prada.
No way. I'm a Gucci girl.
I don't do the international brand. I try in every way to tell my clients that we're using African pieces. We're using Nigerian made or African made to create. And we have amazing designers.
What? I'm wearing Ejiro right now.
I literally noticed when I came there, I'm like, she's wearing Ejiro. I'm like,
I'm wearing Ejiro,
I know.
and I don't play with our Nigerians.
And you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You look gorgeous because if we look at the international face, most of them can beat this.
Yeah.
So we're doing so well, so why not promote us instead of wearing Gucci and Prada?
I mean, here's what I would say. I'll say there's I like a balance, but for instance, I have. This is Mofari. It's a new brand that I just found.
Okay.
The pants. This is Ejiro,
yes.
And then my sandals are international brands.
Well,
so it's a balance. You have to kind of.
But then again, that the shoe brands, I think the old leather brands gonna get to that extent. So
we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Why do you think so? Why do you think we aren't there yet? I mean,
think it's
leather is our thing at the end of the day.
It's
so
resources.
How so?
because I feel we don't have so much of the resources, equipment-wise and everything, manpower, knowledge on how to create all these things. We don't have it yet. We don't have that investment put into place yet. We have for fashion.
But then the thing is, if you think about it with
For
fashion,
clothes.
who provided that investment? It's these designers that are investing in
Yes,
their
they
craft.
are. People are making their own prints now.
Exactly.
Before, we don't do that. Now everyone is making their prints, trying to create an image for their own brand, which is amazing. I didn't even imagine Nigeria would get to that stage, but here we are now, and it's beautiful to watch, to see these people try to create a uniqueness for their brand. So I think we'll get there. To this extent, we will get there.
So as a stylist, what would you say are some of the things holding us back as an industry for the world of fashion?
If I say this,
Go ahead. Yes, you
I
can.
think the government somehow needs
How
to
so?
They need to put in place some things. Do you know how costly importing equipment to Nigeria right now is so expensive? Or importing fabrics from abroad, it's really expensive. It's not even fun. I would sit and be like, oh, I want to bring in my own equipment to create my own fabric. I was thinking millions of dollars, and they don't even put in place such investment for us to have such money. We have like a lot of it holding us back and trying to invest, or even investors thinking, oh, I want to invest in you as a designer, but there's always a but. There's how is it sustainable? How do you want to sell this out to the world? Because you want to create, and you want to create to be able to sell internationally. So, but this is where we are now.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned this because I was having a conversation with a PR agent today. We're working on a show coming up, a fashion show, and she said the exact same thing. The fact that there needs to be more intentional investment in the world of fashion. You know, it cannot be when it has happened and then you want to latch on to it. It's like we're in a space where there's a lot of we are doing, but we need to actually start doing.
And I feel like the fashion industry has been, that fashion industry has been one of the major things that has increased our GDP in a way. Because in a way, I feel like we have sold a lot. We are out there and people know us right now.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. Nigerian fashion is expensive.
It is expensive.
Now, let's talk about that. Nigerian fashion is expensive. I mean, once upon a time, you want to buy a dress and, you know, you just spend a few thousands and you're okay. Now, I don't even want to tell you how much this outfit cost me. Like the entire fit. Like, it's crazy. Nigerian fashion, let's talk about that price gap. You know, it's never going to go lower.
No.
But is it a reflection of the actual value in the market? Or is it just based off of international standard for price points?
I don't think it's based off just international standard. Let's say clothes are expensive. I'm going to talk from the point of view as a designer and a stylist.
Okay.
Clothes are expensive. To create an outfit, you have to think about a lot of things. There's the situation of the light. There's the situation of the manpower.
Yeah.
And the situation of how you want to get this out there, sales and marketing. It's expensive. So if I put all this together and I put a price for each of my outfits, it's going to a lot. I know people go overboard, like putting their prices on $1 while you're in Nigeria, and then wanting us to change it back to Naira. That is too much. But if we look at the normal stance where we have to put all this equipment together to create a price for a dress, it is okay. I feel every designer, and also we are paying for their ability to create
intellectual property.
properties.
To be honest, I mean, I've always felt like these designers are great. Like I said, in fact, I think for the past 1 year, a major staple of my wardrobe has just been Nigerian brands because they are doing from Ejiro to Tiffany Amber to Andrea Yama to Abiola Olushola. The list is endless. You know, we're doing great things. But
I feel like Nigerians are just buyers because they would buy Gucci at so much money.
No, it's not the same thing. That one I have to say.
No. You will spend so much money.
Can I tell you what you're spending on? You're not spending on the bag. You're spending on the name.
Exactly.
You're spending on legacy.
But as you say, you can't even compare Lisa Flori's price to Gucci.
That's what I'm telling you.
But she's giving us luxury.
I love the dress. I wear the dress. But you see the legacy that comes. That's why when you look at the history of some of these brands like Ferragamo, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, when they tell you a Chanel bag is $20,000, it's not because the leather is from heaven. its legacy. But we got to run because
Yes.
that's a conversation for another day. Thank you so much for joining me on the show,
Thank
Athena,
you for
Shitta.
having
And
me.
that is all for today. Thank you for watching Arise 360. My name is Kachi Ofia, and I'll see you, actually next week, 5 p.m. on the Arise News channel. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.